Hey YouTubers, and welcome to Kick-Ass Christianity. My name's Corey Wolf, and I may be wrong, but I'm not lying. And I just want to welcome y'all back. I hope it's y'all and not just you, one person, me, maybe even. Watching my own videos? Yeah, I do that. Because if I don't watch it, who's going to watch it right now? I just started today. Today's my first day. Hope you watched my first episode, introduction of myself a little bit. One of the things I brought up was what's called the harmony of the Gospels. This version right here is called Jesus Christ, the Greatest Life Ever Lived. I would even argue that it was the greatest death ever resurrected, because that was our hope for glory. That's what Jesus himself said, is that the reason I'm going to be resurrected is to give you hope for your own resurrection, to believe for your own resurrection. And I do. I believe wholeheartedly that I have eternal life. Otherwise, what's really the point of faith in Jesus Christ, right? So this is a harmony of the four Gospels. What that means is that this individual, his name is Jack Cheney, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, was on Cheney, C-H-E-N-E-Y. He was on his deathbed. He'd actually gotten a couple of bouts of, I believe it was tuberculosis. Yeah, double case of tuberculosis, and was expected to die shortly. And Jack had always had questions about the discrepancies in the Gospels, particularly, but other parts of the Bible, but particularly the Gospels. So what he did is he started out just, again, he's on his deathbed, he thinks he's going to die, so he just has this time. He begins to literally cut a Bible up and paste all the different verses in chronological order. Well, he ended up living like another 20-something years, and he was able to complete this work. And so I think there's some good examples here that I can show you real quick. Maybe you can see all the different scriptures, if it'll focus in, and how they all merge together to tell the story of the gospel as one gospel, as opposed to four separate gospels, because we know these were written by four different perspectives. I've heard all kinds of different teachings about how one was for the Jews and one was for the Greeks or Romans, or different groups of cultural groups of people that would have different understandings, different applications. Some are more has more emphasis on Old Testament and prophecy, and then of course John. Everybody loves the book of John. I love the book of John, where it has more of a, more comprehensive, I guess, flow to it for me. But this is where all four are put together into one. I love it. I encourage you to go and Google it, or try and find something like this. There's another version called the Harmony of the Gospels I've seen in Christian bookstores before. And yeah, let me know what you think about it. For me, it has brought a tremendous amount of understanding. It's my favorite way to read the Gospels now. I'll pick up a Bible and read verses. I like the ones that have Jesus writing in red. If you're not familiar with that, I don't know if this is my wife's Bible. I don't know if this has it in red. Yeah, it does. So you know how it has the books are the words of Jesus in red, and I love that, because it's what he said, and he said what needed to be said, not just for that time, but for all time. Because again, God knew that this was going to be canonized. He knew that it was going to be recorded. He knew that we were going to be here today discussing these things. He knew that people would be inspired to read his words and have different revelation for today. So yeah, this is almost perfect. 5 minutes. This is my goal, is to try and do about 5 minutes on these things, so you can just take a look at it and get to know me, get to know others in this community. I want this to be a community discussion thing. So look it up. Tell me what you think, or tell me if you think that it's even something that should be done. I want to hear your views, your opinions, your thoughts, your ideas. Go Patriots! And yeah, that's just a little. I think every one of these, I'm going to put a little bit of my own character in there. You know, if I'm drinking coffee out of a Skull cup, death to religion. And so anyway, this is Corey Wolf. I may be wrong, but I'm not lying. I love you guys, and I look forward to talking to you soon again, or seeing you. We're going to be going to different conferences, different places, so we'll let you know when those are, and I'd love to shake your hand, have discussions, have arguments right in person. I love that kind of stuff. Yeah, so love you. Talk to you soon. Peace.